Ladies and gentlemen, I know week 1 of Immortals was a dud, but it's week 2 and the SBCs are looking crazy. We've got Maldini, Zico, and a number of others confirmed, and every single one of them looks bonkers. And as usual, you're not going to want to pay a penny, or you're not going to be able to afford all of them. Don't worry, I've got you covered, and all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below and subscribe, because I'm going to show you how to get every single one of these completely free, so that we can all have the best events possible, and maybe a nice new cam. I mean, I probably won't replace Kaka. And if you do need some coins to improve the rest of your team, well, do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby! Do you want to be able to buy players like this or this and not be stuck with a team like this? Oh! Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or which weekend league boost you'd like, make sure to pop in Pro Recall at checkout, and enjoy your new team. Now we're going to go through objectives first. I need to say this straight off. I am pre-recording this video, so we're going to go through objectives, SBCs, exactly what you can do. There will be one set of upgrades that I won't know about yet, but I can advise quite heavily on them. Let's talk rush points first of all. Now, they will drop a rush mode at some point in the promo, whether it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It's always worth getting it done. We've got 4 days left of this one, so the best way to manage the rush is do half of it, so do 35k points worth pre the new rush thing coming out, and then when that new rush thing comes out, you do the other half, and then it will complete that whole set, this whole set. I mean, even from this, 83.5, 82.7, 82.5, 82.3, and an 81.3, so it's 5 good packs, and an 84.7, and we all know 84.7s are very, very good. Obviously, a lot of us are going to complete the Season 6 weekly play completionist tonight. Now, obviously, that is going to be, in my opinion, 5 fodder cards. Now, you know, some of us are going to get lucky. I reckon I might get 1 card that I'm happy with, but 4 of those cards are going to be 91, 92 fodder pieces. That is straight absolute gas, because we know Maldini is going to have 91, 92 squads that we need big players for, and this is where a lot of us are going to get them from. But if you haven't kept up, it's still worth doing whatever you can. You know, if you're a week behind, don't worry, you can still get this reward. You'll just get it next week. If you're more than a week behind, you can still get the individual rewards, which will all give you a good bit of fodder. Of course, it's very simple to complete these now. You play 10 games, do 40 SBCs, you score 8 goals, that kind of thing. Very, very simple. Now, as for completing bits of the season, obviously, it depends where you are in your season to whether it's worth targeting season points. For me personally, I get an evolution in the next step, which obviously isn't very useful. But in the one after that, I get an 85.10. The one after that, I get an 87.10, and then I am done. So I get a 15.87, an 87.10, and 85.10. So 3 huge packs, which in total are going to cost me 3,400 season points. So if I go on the season, can I find 3,400? Well, there's 400 there and 300. So that's straight off the bat. We've got 700. We go into here. We've got another 150. 100 to 250. We've got about 1,000 season points there, and then if we go through here, that's 1,200 between all of those, 500 on that, 1,700 plus, so we're on 2.7 there, and then I'd just go and do that SBC or that objective at 1 or 2, so that would tick me off completely. You've then got our live stuff. I didn't actually end up finishing the triumphant color. I will actually probably do that in the next sort of hour. Definitely will not complete this one here, and I will not complete blues forever, I don't believe. Get the 80 times 10, which in my opinion is the best one out of those for fodder, because it just gives me a lower end fodder, which I can use for a load of things. Once again, I always talk about this, but these streaks won't forget. It's really worth doing. I've got 11 games left. It gives me quite a few little bits there, and a nice 84.10. I mean, it's so free. It's unbelievably easy to do. Just do it in squad battles. Obviously, as we do every day, we'll touch on the store. There might be a 30 coin pack. I don't know yet. They haven't done it in a few weeks, so let's get safe and say they probably won't release one. But realistically, every day we've got preview packs that are absolutely worth doing. We do have packs for you. This one's not actually terrible looking at it. I don't know what the deadline on this one is. It's 150 FIFA points. It gives you 5 rare gold items rated 84 or higher, all tradable. So that's a nice little pack they've given to you if you complete the squad maintenance. I didn't even know that was a thing. Go over to the SBC section. I've got favorited the most relevant SBCs apart from the hero one. That's for our hero series. But Daily Silver, Daily Bronze, Daily Gold, Mixed Leagues, and Premium Mixed Leagues. Now, I could also favourite any Icon SBC on the basis of these 2 here. So, your Born Legend and your Rising Star. Now, I talk about these a lot. I know not a lot of people do. I know a lot of people don't actually like them as SBCs, you know, talk down on them. They're not very good, yada, yada, yada. But they are. They simply are very good SBCs. You want to avoid putting Liberatores cards in, as I have there, because they're very useful for this crafting journey that you're always going to want to go on. But the Rising Star Unborn Legend SBCs. Basically, you can get these done for free by using your daily bronze and daily silver upgrade. So you've got an upgrade already that's going to make it free for you to go ahead and do those SBCs. So why wouldn't you do them? So I'll do one in front of you just to show you. Look, they might not all be very good. You know, I've had some where I've made 10, 15,000 coins profit off of them. I've also had some where I only make, you know, the quick sell value, which is 2,000 coins. Bear in mind, we get the bronze and silver upgrades every single day. We can get all of these done for free, which even if, you know, that's 20, 30 SBCs with a total of 2k a pop, it's still absolutely worth it. I mean, we look at this one here, Ogbonna, because he's from Watford, I thought he might be worth a little bit more. It's obviously worth just checking through these players, see if anyone has like a better value. If they don't, very simply, we just go ahead and drop that quick sell. So from them, I've got just under 800 coins, and then obviously from the gold players, you're going to get around 1,000 coins if none of them sell for anything. Now, the main guy I remember selling for a lot, I got Chalaba a little while ago, and he was selling for like 1.2k. No, it wasn't 1.2, it was 5k at the time. He's like maxed out price. But obviously, you know, you get sets like this where you're not going to get much. I mean, there, technically, we only got like 1,600 coins. But if we do 10 of them, that's 16k for free. If you do 20, it's 32. So there's a lot of coins available for essentially nothing. Now, if we look back at the challenges, obviously week on week, UCL Marquee Matchups, UCL Marquee Matchups again. Marquee Matchups is the one we do every single week because it's out every single week. When the UCL ones are here, you've got to include this in a crafting journey. I mean, all three of these SBCs will probably set you back about 30,000 coins. This one guarantees you back 25k. So say you pay 30k for these three. That one gets you back a minimum of 25, so you're at a 5k loss, and then these two will probably get you 15 to 20 each. Let's say on the lower end you get 30k, but for both of those, so you're at 25k positive. Now, if you use your daily gold upgrade to craft these, so bear in mind you get, I mean, at the minute, 10 daily gold upgrades every day, 11 gold rare players, 10 gold commons, 1 rare. That's the setup here, but you would walk away with 110 gold players. You can complete all three of these with 2 days of daily gold upgrades. You can get them completely free, which means you'd actually walk away with what, 25, 15, 15, probably, if we're being realistic, around 55 to 60,000 coins on the lower end. All you need is one promo card, one inform, one big walkout, and that is skyrockets more, but that's the lower end of it. Now, when you've got that, unfortunately, guys, it is the Premium Mixed League and the Mixed League. Now, some of you are going to say, well, you've pre-recorded this, you don't know what upgrades are available. Last week we had, I think it was an 81 or an 80 plus double pack, and then we had an 85 pick. Now, I know they got a lot of stick for this promo, so there is a slim chance that they change those over. But knowing EA, it's likely second week of the promo, they just recycle the exact same things. Now, hopefully they don't, and if they don't, even better for the crafted. But worst case scenario, you can do the Mixed League and the Premium Mixed League method, which is just essentially buying this squad with the coins that we've made up till this. You want to buy maybe 2 or 3 of these, you'll have a load of common spare left over from the processes we've done so far, but you want to buy 3 sets of this if you can, and then what you want to do is sell everything that's tradable, unless it's a Libertores or Sud America card. You want to use the untradables to redo sets of this, and if you do 3 sets, the untradables will probably cover another 2, and then you want to repeat that process, and by the time you get 3 sets in, then you're repeating it even more, sort of repeatably unlimited. Find is, even if you only get a big player every 3 sets, that's going to cover you for so much. I mean, the last time I did it, I think I got an 89 and an 88 when they were worth a little bit more, which covered me for a few sets. You get an inform, it's going to cover you for a few sets. One Immortals icon, which we all know they're dropping like flies. You know, Blanc, Zambrotta, the lower end ones from the last promo, or the last week of the promo, you were getting them very regularly. I packed them tradable in quite a lot of like mixed packs, which if we have a look at these, Prime Electrum pack and a Jumbo Gold pack, very good chance that you're going to get an Immortals in these. So if you can get one every few sets, it's going to cover you for the coins that you need to buy any spare players, but also all the untradables are still coming there. It's very, very easy for this to work. Now, if you need a bit of a better in-depth one on that, don't worry, it's linked in the description, but that is the method. And what you want to do with all your spare commons that don't go back in there, you put them into the relevant upgrade. So whether it's an 82 plus, an 81 plus, a pick, whatever it is they release, it won't be a pick because that's a Monday thing, but whatever they release at 6 PM that is a repeatable upgrade, that's what you're really trying to craft. And then when you can divvy things out into whether it's an 85 pick or an 8310 or whatever the other upgrade is, you can do that alongside. I know this method takes a little bit of time, but if you want something for free, it's going to take time. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like down below and of course subscribe.